What next? I've got this chorizo, and what I used to do in Spain a lot was saute it off so it releases kind of its red fatty juices, and then use those fatty juices to that grease to cook potatoes in. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the same thing with parsnips and chorizo. And I've got some cauliflower here, so I'll throw a bit of cauliflower in there too. And maybe I can hit it with some balsamic or some vinegar at the end, and that's like a warm dressing to pour over some greens. So there we go, we just came up with something. Don't need a lot of this. Again, that same sort of concept of using this kind of product just for flavouring. An even sized small dice, something that you can still fit on a fork though. Let's see what I came up with. Down to thirds lengthwise. Quite soft, kind of semi-cured product, this one. So thirds lengthwise, and then I think halves, something like that. And let's see what kind of pieces we've got here. I think that's going to be alright, and they're probably going to break down a little bit as they cook as well. So yeah, see, that's mushing up a bit. That'll do. Don't want to be too refined here. We're not trying to do fine dining, fancy artwork plates. Just trying to make some dinner, have some fun, enjoy cooking. So then I'll apply olive oil. Probably should have used pork fat for this one. I don't know, pork and more pork makes things taste better, doesn't it? So I don't think I even really need to wait for that to get too hot, because I'm just going to try and render out some of the fat of this. So I'll throw that in there now. Kind of like crisping up bacon, that kind of process. Now we're going to peel her out and peel these and dice them up into a similar size. Keep an eye on this. Okay, you might be able to see now that the olive oil I had has kind of gone this lovely red colour. These and dice them up into a similar size. Parsnips are a bit of a bastard to kind of cut into even sized shapes because of their shape, funnily enough. So, how am I going to do this? The top and tail as usual. And then I think about there, you can get that all into the kind of similar size shapes. And this one, there and there, I'm just going to go that. And half, that, and these bits might go into quarters though. You can actually eat parsnip raw. I think it was a Chicago chef, Charlie Trotter, that started using this in a book he called Raw as a substitute for rice. Quite often do the same thing with cauliflower. Alright, see how chorizo's bleeding out a little bit of flavour. Just finished chopping this one half again, quarters. Don't want to make it too difficult. Even sized pieces. Something like that. They should all different shapes and sizes, but they should all cook hopefully at relatively the same size, relatively at the same time. So you see that's right down the end there, and then there's like a quarter from up the top. Sometimes I hate parsnip, it gets that really fibrous centre, but that's usually because they store them for ages. These are really fresh from the market, and almost like carrot chips. You can just, or carrot sticks, you can just eat them straight. Got a lovely flavoured oil there. This bubbling chorizo, slightly crispy, but not turned too hard. Here you go, you can probably see on the white plate quite good the colour that comes out of it. And my oil's got pretty hot now, so I'm going to turn that down. of parsnip and a whole lot of salt and pepper. Always use fresh ground pepper. The stuff that's pre-ground is just a waste of time. Cauliflower, I can't even decide how to chop it up. Break it down into florets then, I guess. Kind of like a shallow fry, saute. Yeah, getting some nice colour on them. I'll throw this cauliflower in there too. So this is going to be my salad, warm dressing. I guess it's going to be this stuff. The greens on a plate, and once this has kind of got to a level where the parsnip is soft already, and the cauliflower is still going to be pretty crunchy. Let's put the chorizo back in there and figure out how to finish this off. So we're making a warm dressing in the pan. We've got our fat, it's the oil we put in at the beginning, and the chorizo that flavoured it. It's got a fair bit of salt and pepper in there from cooking the stuff and seasoning quite heavily. A vinegar, about the other essential aspect to a vinaigrette. We could put some mustard in there, we could put some sweetener, honey or some orange juice or something like that. I think orange juice sounds quite good. Feijoas are in season. I'm tempted to try and throw them in everything at the moment, but it doesn't work that often. Because I'm calling this chorizo, that sausage chorizo, maybe I can go with the sherry vinegar. Sherry vinegar, parsnip, cauliflower. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Just a little hit to the hot pan. That's all I have. Hear it sizzle. That'll do. It's going to reduce down a little bit. It's kind of like making balsamic reduction. Get someone to sniff it and they'll barely be able to breathe. Flip it over, pour it over your salad greens. Hot Hobsonville salad. I don't think it's going to win any prizes, but it's pretty tasty. Bit of lemon juice again would be nice on it. That sausage has got quite a nice heat note to it. And parsnips kind of come through quite sweet this way. Cauliflower's still crunchy, so it's got those aspects that you need when you're creating a salad. So I'll put it to the test. There you go. 2 market-inspired dishes. Hobsonville hot salad and pear and broccoli stalk. What can we call that one?